Okay, let me just unbutton 1, maybe 2. Oh God, how do they look? I hope they look okay. Right, I'll just do 1. I'll be modest for once. Come on, Edie, you've got this. Hello. Oh, I'm grabbing something. I shouldn't be sorry. How are you? I'm from next door. I'm your next door neighbour. Oh, sorry, I'm just a bit flustered. You see, you caught me at an awkward time. Nice to meet you. And your name was, sorry? Well, I thought I'd come and introduce myself because obviously we're going to be living so closely with each other. And if I know for a fact, our walls are not very high, so I think we'll see each other. Yes, I meant the fences, sorry, yes. The fences are not very high, so I suppose we'll be interacting a lot with each other. And I, being such a friendly gal that I am, it's good to be friendly and get to know each other. So, where were you before this? Right. And what do you do for a living? Oh, okay. So you're very good with your hands. And is it you and your wife living here in this beautiful, massive house? Oh, how insensitive. You might have a boyfriend. I mean, I would be disappointed if you did, but that's another story. So tell me more. Oh, you're divorced. Oh, well, I'm also divorced with 3 children, but they don't live here anymore. They live with their father. But, since my divorce, I've been here on my own. Lonely nights that are cold and, if you ever want to have a glass of wine and sit in the garden, look at the stars, we can always do that together. Oh, where are my manners? I made cookies. What a staple, right? I made some cookies. I thought, you might not have much to eat at the moment because you're moving everything in. So I thought I'd be the best neighbour ever. You haven't met Julianne, have you? Who's on the other side? Good. You don't want to meet her. She's a bit of a slut. I mean, if you like that sort of thing. But I'm a good holy woman. I like to make them wait. So anyways, yes, I just wanted to welcome you to the neighbourhood. We are so happy to have you. And I'd love to make you dinner tonight. Oh, I just, once Julianne gets her hands on you, she will be pestering you. I just want to kind of, make my mark so she knows not to bother you. I'm only protecting you. Neighbourhood watch and all. Oh, God, it's very hot here, isn't it? Whew. Yeah, outside it's very humid. God, I feel like I need to take all my clothes off. God, that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? My neighbour sees me naked or in lingerie. Oh, I'd love to come inside. Thank you so much. Wow. So this is the place. It's great. I love what you've done with it so far. The last neighbour that lived here, her name was Sue, wasn't a great neighbour, to be honest. She smelt. And she had this, weird cough. And she'd, shout at me every single time we'd have, dinner parties or parties. And then one day she complained to our little neighbourhood kind of society that there were men coming in every night. So what if I have a man every night? Oh, that was your grandmother. Oh, she was lovely. She was great. God, I could rely on her and everything. And do you know what? Once I was locked out, she found the key for my house, God knows how, and she let me into my own home. Great lady Sue she was. Brilliant. So, what are you going to do with this place? You're going to live in it, obviously, but all these bedrooms, and it's almost like you need a family, a new wife, perhaps? Oh, another button undone. I'm sorry about this. This blouse was so loose on me, and now it's so tight. Oh, it must be from the breast augmentation. Anyways, I must be going now. I have a meeting with my masseuse. Fabio will be here soon, and, I can't miss a massage with him because, God forbid, if I did, he'd want to break up with me. As a client, I meant, not that we're together. I am completely on the market. So, yeah, it was great meeting you. And maybe we should, spend some more time with each other. Because this neighbourhood can get a bit crazy and you might need some allies. Here, why don't you take my number? And if you feel like you want to have some late night chats tonight, you let me know. I don't have anything to... Have you got a paper, pen? Oh, you don't want the number. Of course, you can always just ring my doorbell. Because my door is always open for you. I know I should be leaving, but I really, really don't want to. God, you're going to have to push me out, literally. Oh! Before I go, I must tell you. How silly of me. So every Tuesday and Thursday, the front gardens must be maintained, which means you need to have all watering, weeding, and feeding done to the beds. Every Tuesday and Thursday. If you don't, we fine you, unfortunately. Yes, I'm on the board. We fine you $130 per week. It's just the way to make us feel a bit more green and more presentable. We won last year's award, But if you want help getting down and dirty, I can always do that for you. We can always start together. But beware, I'm quite hands-on. Oh, I'm not trying to flirt. No, not at all. I'm only trying to be the good neighbour that everyone deserves to have, I care a lot, and I cared about your grandmother Sue. So why shouldn't I care about you? So that's Tuesday and Thursday. Bin collection's always on a Monday. Don't forget, recycling is separate to the bins. Recycling comes, I think, on a Wednesday. I must check with my housemaid. I'm not very sure. My kids come and visit me Friday, Saturday. So if you ever want to do sleepovers, that's a no-go. Although I can leave them and just hop over next door. I'm a very good gymnast. Am I forgetting anything else? Am I forgetting? Oh, yes. Post arrives about 11 a.m. every day, apart from obviously Saturday, Sunday. And the pool guy, right, because you have a pool in your back garden, you might need a pool guy. I've got the guy for you. Don't believe anything he says, because I did not sleep with him. I might have had an affair with him while I was with my husband, but it didn't really mean much. I'm completely, born again, as you say. So welcome. We are so happy to have you. We can't wait to finally have a bit of fresh meat. Oh, me, I thought I'd get some tenants in, you see, but I love my privacy, and for some reason people think I just don't like them. I love people. I mean, I love people that look like you. You look great. Well, my husband left me about 2 years ago for a very young girl. I mean, she's 26, and I know I'm 35, but for God's sake, I look like I'm 19 years old. So, yes, he left me. I'm not bitter about it at all. In fact, I'm so happy. And then the boys decided they wanted to go with Daddy, so of course they went with Daddy. And hence why I'm here in this big old house. I mean, if you know anyone that would love to rent a room, I'd be more than happy to accommodate. Alternatively, if you want to sell your grandmother Sue's heap of a house, you can move in with me and you can always rent a room. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, why did Sue's husband leave her? You know, I saw, a couple of years ago they were just shouting and arguing and then he just ran away. Never came back again. Since then, Sue was never the same, I know, I'm just curious. It's just all the natter that goes around in the society nowadays. Everyone's curious. Everyone wants to know what happened to poor old Sue. Oh, you're not going to say either. Oh, no worries. Maybe we can share some intimate stories another day. Well, I must be going. Nice to meet you.